I'm Ed Hall and you're watching the Chipping Norton Shopping Channel. Yeah, I know, completely mad, but I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to local businesses, probably businesses you know, some you might not know, all of which have got products you can either get delivered or click and collect. So that's what we're talking about, and I want to talk to you today about the Mighty Pie Company in Chipping Norton, and I'll tell you why, because this is still warm. I'll open it in a minute live here on the Chipping Norton Shopping Channel. So this is a pie. So the Mighty Pie Company, many of you probably know it, Chipping Norton High Street, great business. Nathan is the baker there who runs it, and it's a company which makes pies all from locally produced products, from the flour through to all of the meat. So I know that the meat in this pie has come from Duns Tew, which is a few miles over in that direction. I'm just south of Chipping Norton, here near Charlbury, and so I love finding businesses and producers who are doing stuff for the community, who have stayed open, who are able to continue to serve us through delivery or click and collect. So the good thing about the Mighty Pie Company, which is right there on the High Street in Chipping Norton, is that they're continuing to bake every day. They have a range of products. You've probably seen the shop as you've gone past. The entrance is quite quiet. It's not a showy type of shop, but you often smell the sausage rolls as you go past, and they are fantastic. I bought one earlier when I was doing my essential shopping in Chipping Norton. I also bought this pie, which I'm going to tell you more about in a minute. So there are two basic types of pies that you can get from the Mighty Pie Company. There are what they call flat pies, which are the sort in foil that you would put in the oven and have warm. And there are two sizes of pies that the Mighty Pie Company make. There are the smaller ones, which are £4.50, and there are the bigger ones, which are £8. I have one of those here. I'm going to show you in a minute. So variety of flavours and taste. I'll run through what they're baking this week also in a moment. Then they have the raised pies, like a traditional pork pie, absolutely fantastic product. And they have smaller ones for £4 and larger ones for £8. Then of course, the king of sausage rolls. I love those sausage rolls, £2.50. With the caramelised appley onion flavours, wonderful sausage meat, and they're a big sausage, really big sausage roll. You get one of I get one of those and I'm shopping in Chipping Norton, and then have to explain why I don't want to eat anything when I get home. So I thoroughly recommend those. They're one of my favourite sausage rolls. So a great business. It's obviously managing itself with social distancing. So as with all shops that are still open at this time, when you arrive, check whether or not someone's inside the shop and make sure you maintain that 2 metre distance outside. But when you're doing your essential shop, visiting one of our great supermarkets, whether it's the Co-op, Sainsbury's, Aldi, the supermarkets that have stayed open, thank you so much to all of those workers that we depend on keeping those supermarkets open. Why not try and support some of our smaller shops and suppliers as well? And that's what I'm going to try and promote here on the Chipping Norton Shopping Channel. So I recommend thoroughly that you try out the Mighty Pie Company. That's all my view, my personal view, and now I'm going to show you why. So this is one of the pies being made this week. You're just dying to see inside here, aren't you? I am. Do you know, before I do that, let me tell you about the pies that Nathan is baking in that shop in Chipping Norton this week. So we have chicken, leek and tarragon pies. That's great, particularly if you like tarragon. I guess if you don't, it's not such a great recipe. I love tarragon, so chicken, leek and tarragon pies. That's a flat pie like this. There you go, look. I'm gonna let you have a little peek there. Look at that. I'm gonna get it out in a moment. And then we've got steak and Old Hooky Ale. Now you may have seen on another Chipping Norton Shopping Channel promotion, I've talked about the Hook Norton Brewery and the click and collect that they're offering. Well, one of those beers, the Old Hooky beer, one of my favourite beers, is in the steak and ale pie that the Mighty Pie Company is making. So meat from Duns Tew, local flour, and from a mill locally, and also, how fantastic is that, the beer from the Hook Norton Brewery. How can you get a more local pie than that? So that's the steak and ale pie. There's also, I can't tell you yet, so I can just skip that. And the other pie that's being baked is a pigeon, smoked bacon and shallot pie. Another example of great local meat being used in a pie. But I've been talking a lot about meat, and I know I've got a lot of vegetarian and vegan friends here. I suspect that there are probably some that will think, oh dear, none of these pies sound like they're for me. So let me just tell you, I've got a list here of the pies that are being baked. You may be able to find this week a roast sweet potato, red lentil and spinach pie. I like the sound of that. I wonder with the lentils, maybe it's a spicy kind of Indian flavour. I like the sound of that. Celeriac, chickpeas and chestnut mushroom. Sounds great too, doesn't it? Sounds like a great pie. Then of course, don't forget, you've also got the raised pork pies. And actually, when I was in the shop earlier today, I saw a rabbit pie. So, but that's not what I bought. So this is the last on that list. Here we have, ta-da! Hey, look at that, look at that. Absolutely fresh pie, straight out of the oven. That's lamb, red currant and rosemary pie. And I am having that for my tea because it looks absolutely delicious. I thoroughly recommend these pies, and I hope you'll give them a try, because through all of the difficulties, we obviously need those supermarkets to stay open, and you know, a little bit just come off in my hand. Fantastic. So, great job, great stuff. Oh, hold on, we're coming on the screen there, let's make that go away. Here we go. So, great pies, everybody needs them. Support the supermarkets, but support our local businesses too. And the Mighty Pie Company in Chipping Norton High Street is a great example of that. I'm sitting here a few miles south of Chipping Norton, and part of my essential journeys into Chipping Norton is to visit some of those businesses and buy as widely as I can. I hope you'll do the same. I hope you'll do that with the Mighty Pie Company. Now, you'll be wondering how to order. Obviously, you can go to the shop. They're not a delivery company there. He's baking in the shop, but of course you can get in touch and ask questions about which pies or place orders. The best way to do that, to get in touch with Nathan, is through his Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook and you look for the Mighty Pie Company, so it's the Mighty Pie Company on Facebook, you'll find a page there, lists the pies that are being baked, and of course you can message and get in contact with Nathan through that page, and that will give you all the details that you need. So Facebook page, that's the contact for this product. Chipping Norton High Street, the Mighty Pie Company. Why not give it a try? Thanks, see you next time.